Hello everyone, welcome back again to IGCSE ICT paper. We will be right now solving paper 3 we will go right now for the website first. We will start because this is the sequence, and we're going to start for March 2024. Okay, so let's start with the first thing. You're going to be supplied with these files. So first of all, whenever you have those support files, always right click on it and then extract it to that specific folder. It's not going to be scattered, so it's going to be in that specific folder. I have it already here, so let me check it. Is it the solved one or is it a new one? Okay, it's a new one. So what you need to do, as I told you, right click on it and then show more options and then extract it to that same place. If you got another file also, you need to extract it. Again, right click and extract it to that specific folder. You may change the name if you like to. Okay, so you're going to get this same files over here mentioned to you over here. And then let's start with the first task, evidence document. Create a new word process document. Make sure your name, center number, candidate number will appear on every page on this document. So let's go and create that document. Let me check the name. Save this document with M24 evidence underscore followed with. So we need to set this name, which is center number and then candidate number. You're going to change it according to your given information during your exam time. But while you're practicing the paper, you can just set up anything. So I'm just going to create the paper right now. Right click, new, and select Word document. And then set up that name. I just did it quickly instead of going to start and opening Word document and saving. That's much faster and quicker. Okay. One thing I always suggest my students that what happened? Okay, there are some constructions around here, but anyway. So I always suggest my students to show the extensions, like you can see over here, view, and then go to show and show the file name extensions. Okay, another thing I always suggest them, right click, group by type. This will make it easy for you to locate the file. For example, you have a couple of CSV files or JPEG or PNG files, you can easily locate them if it's grouped by. Okay, so right now let's open back again to our evidence file. And we need to put our name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every single page. They didn't mention head or in the header or footer, so I'm just going to double click here, and then you can see the header and footer got opened. And I need to go to header. If I'm going to put it in the header, I will go and select the 3 blank columns. Okay, and then over here you need to type all the information you needed, your center number and your candidate number. It's better to prefer your of course your full name, the official name, for the correction later. Okay, that's for the evidence file, so save it and let's go to the next task. Next task is task 2, image editing, and you need to create a folder that is named March. So let's go and create it. I'm going to use shortcut Control-Shift-N on the keyboard and put the name. Okay, or you can just right click here, new, and select the folder. Okay, what we need to do in the folder, open the file name image in the package, in the editing package, reflected. Okay, over here, locate only the following files. Okay, we will come to this. Let's just go step by step. I'm done with this. Open right now this image, flip it horizontally so that the balloon is on the left view. Let's go and open that image. So they want us to flip it so the balloon will be on the left side, right side. Right now it is on the right side. To do those things, you can do it either in just this image software. You can just go over, let's go here to edit image. And then you're going to get an option down here, which is flip horizontally or vertically. So I'm going to flip it horizontally. That's one way. Another way of doing, I'm not going to save this. Another way is through Photoshop. in case your school is recommending you to use Photoshop, so there is also an easy way to use it with the Photoshop. I will show it to you right now. Let me open Photoshop right now. So I opened the Photoshop, and what you need to do is just drag the image to the Photoshop over here, or you just can go to open and go and look at your picture. Easily you can just do it also here. Go to image and then go to image rotation and flip the canvas horizontally. Okay, for saving, make sure it is saved in that right location. I guess it is, I'm not sure of the, but let me check this place. Yeah, it's the right place. And let's check, save this new image in that folder. Okay, so make sure it is inside this folder with the name balloon and in the format that is suitable for the inclusion in a web page. The best format for the websites, it's usually JPEG. So I'm going to choose JPG. Okay, let's save it. That's all. You're going to get an option. You can choose whatever. I prefer always the maximum as long as they're not restricting it. Okay, and then here we go. Just close it. I don't need it anymore. You can see we got the image. Where's the image? I think I saved it outside over here. Yes. Okay, so I need this image to be inside that new folder. So it is right now on the left side. You can see this is the old image and this is the new image. So put it in the new folder. Let's move to the next one. We need to locate the following files inside that new folder. Okay, so banner, and we have one text file, one MP4 file. So where is the banner picture? Here's the banner picture. Move it to here. Move the video as well and move the text. Hold control and select both of them, and then drag it or drop it into the folder. So here we go, we got it. So display the content of your March 24 folder, showing the folder name, all the file names, file extension, file sizes, image dimensions, and frame height and frame width of the video. So we need to show all those points while we're taking the screen capture, or just right now we need to take it and we need to display all those points. After that, take a screenshot, making sure that the required information is clearly visible. That's one thing. Another thing, place it in your evidence document. Also, one thing, to make sure that it is clearly visible and it is showing inside this folder, I will show you what to do. Okay, let's go right now. I'm going to click over here and make it into a detailed way. So I show the extension if it is not shown. Go to view and make sure this is the file name extension. Okay. Next thing, we need to show the full name. We need to show also the folder name to be visible. The file name extension, file sizes is visible. And then we have image dimension is not visible. To do so, whatever is not visible here, right click at the top here and select it from here. I have dimension over here. Okay. Frame height and frame width and height, I need to add them, they are not here. So whatever is not here, click on more and go to frame. On the keyboard, just click those beginning shortcut buttons, which is I just click right now. I press on FR and it jumped directly to frame. Frame height and frame width I need. So where's frame width? Over here. Okay, so they're added over here. You can see for the video, for the image, and for the text. Okay, so I'm going to make a bit this visible, and we need to take screen capture. When you're taking screen capture, make sure that the folder is visible. Okay, so let's take the screen capture window on your keyboard. Press on Window, Shift, and S. From where should I start? Okay, I will start from here. And here we go, like this. Okay, so I made everything visible, and let's go right now to our evidence document. Evidence document, you can start to type by yourself. Step, what's the step number we are? So refer back again to your question paper. We are in step 1, evidence, like this, colon, and paste the screen capture. Again, don't make your theme in black. If your printer is okay, go ahead, but I prefer white theme for my students. Whenever we print out, it's very visible, clear, because the printer do not have any much issues to use a lot of ink. If your printer having issues with the ink, it's going to be chaotic. But even though your printer is good, I prefer to use the white theme. Not stingy, just because I prefer to make it clear and everything to be visible. Let's go to the next point. So task number 3, right now we're starting with a web page. We'll create a web page called sbs.htm and save it in that folder. So let me just copy the name so I can just paste it, and then let's go to, I'm going to use Dreamweaver 2018. You may use any other versions as well. It's not going to be too different. All the tools and stuff and things will be quite very similar to what I'm using in 2018. Go to File, New, and select an HTML and create. Okay, before I do anything, I start to do so Control S. I'm going to save it. First of all, the name is going to be SBS as I got it, and it's going to be in the same folder that we just created it. Okay, let me just copy my location so I can reach to that folder. Okay, so we put it in this folder, right? Why am I okay? Need to go back. We were in this folder. Okay, so save everything over here. So save it with the same name given, and it's HTML. I just want to keep it as they said, HTML without L. There's just a slight difference, not too much difference. So all right, so right now let's start to work on it. This web page must be created using a single table and work in all browsers. The table must fit 90% of the browser window and have a structure as shown over here. You can see we have 1. Okay, let's start 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 rows and we have 2 columns. So let's go ahead and let's put the table. Before putting the table anywhere, make sure your your cursor is right here inside the body. Okay, if you're going to put the cursor here and then you're going to go and add the table, it's not going to work. It's not appearing. It won't appear. So make sure first of all your browser your cursor is here. Go to insert. If you can type it, just type it, but this will save you a lot of time. Go to insert, HTML, and then look for a table. As you get it over here, so we said we're going to have 4 rows and 2 columns, so type 4, 2, and then one more thing you need to put it, which is the 90%. So make sure the overall width of the table is 90%, and make sure this is percent, not a pixel. Okay, and then click on okay. Here we go. We got the table over here. You can see it's even appearing. If it is not here, if you put the cursor here, this will come, but the table will not appear into your browser. Okay, the second thing is, right now let's merge the cells. To merge the cells, you need to make sure that over here it's not live. You need to click on this small browser and choose design. Live is more similar like in a real browser, how it will look like, while design you can just select over it like this and click, right click, and choose merge cells. So I'm going to select all this first column and then right click, table, and merge those cells. Great. Okay, so each table cell is identified with a letter, you can see, and some dimensions are shown on it. So do not set the height of cells B and or E. Okay, so there is B here, the height. Okay, so it's given just to us the width only, so do not set the height. The second one is cell E, which is over here. So these two, I'm going to highlight them. B and E, you don't need to set their height, okay? Obviously, it's not given, so we're not going to or you can just ignore it. Just do whatever it's written. Okay, it's just obvious and direct, and just do whatever it's given to you. That's it. Another point is table borders must appear on the final page. So keep the border over here. It's already given 1, so borders are visible, so keep it as it is. The cell contents must show in the diagram and must not appear on the final. So we need to show the cell contents, not this stuff. Let's start right now to put this. So let's start with A to be 30% width. So go over here, select your table. See, as I select, it changed into the location. Okay, there's one easy way. We can do it in different ways. Setting the width, you just can select, let's say I'm going to select here, and can you see I just can go and write whatever I need to do, width or height, and I will type it like that and put how much I need to put. Okay, this is one way. Another easier way that you can do it, which is through this window, properties. Okay, in case you cannot see this properties, it's not appearing in your computer, so select over here, go to window and choose properties. Okay, it will appear like that. Hold it and drop it whenever you see this blue line. Drop it right now. Okay, so let's select this cell, and they said it needs to be only width. Okay, so go to W over here while you're selecting this. Okay, go to W and set 30%. Okay, the overall width of the table, it should be 90% out of the whole table. Okay, out of the whole browser, but this is only inside this cell width. The next to it is going to be 70%. Obviously it will be 100% overall inside the table, so this will be 70%. So make sure they're visible. You can see they're here coming. Below that, only the height, so this needs to be 10%. Below that needs to be 15%, and then the last one, nothing mentioned about it. They said clearly do not set for B, so we did not set any height for B, and for E as well we didn't set any height for it. So as you can see, it nothing will change right now, so later it will start to change. Number 3, set the title of the web page to be Serengeti Balloon Safaris. Okay, let's go to the title over here and paste it. Okay, number 4, place in cell A. So we need the image of balloon that we saved it in, we flipped it horizontally. So let's go to A, this is A. Okay, and then click the place, go to insert, image, and select the balloon from inside the folder. Make sure it is the updated one, balloon image. They said one thing, the image of balloon saved in step 1 so that it fits the width of the cell. As long as it is fitting, you can see here it's not fitting, so you need to make sure it is fitting inside that this cell. So go over here, and they said the width should fit. Okay, so it doesn't matter the height, delete the height and go in here in the and say 100% for the image to be fitting. Can you see? Right now it's fitting. In B, you need to set the image, which is the banner, B is at the top, okay, so that it fits the same thing at the image, and make sure it is fitting up in the banner. This our banner is around 70%, so it need to fit inside it fully. Let's go to image, select the banner, we don't need the height, just it will automatically change. We need just to set this to 100 and put the percentage. Okay, next one in E, which is below the latest here at the bottom, we'll put a video to which is this one, so that it fits the width. Again, it should also fit the width of the, we will come to the next of the contents. Okay, let's go back again to the last cell over here, adds video. I cannot see any video here. Let me go to HTML, and you can see here HTML video. Okay, so I got this line. If you just remember it, can type it. Okay, it says video controls. Controls means there are controls like play, stop, pause, they're appearing, so it's a good thing. And let me finish. So the video must show the controls, which is already added, visible over here by using controls. If they say do not show the controls, so you just simply need to delete it. Currently we need the controls, so it can play automatically, and no, the second thing, it should play automatically. Okay, so first of all, let's go and add the video. So you will find over here you have all the tools needed. As I told you, you can just go and add it from window from here. To add the video, just go to the source over here, click on this small folder and select your video. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, we need to make sure that it is fitting in the cell. So you need to go over here to the width. Where's the width? Over here, and write down 100%. Okay, just let me get back again to the video here. To make sure the properties are appearing, make sure you're selecting the video tag. The next point, we're done with this, done, and it needs to play automatically. So for the autoplay, you need just to go and activate this autoplay. Okay, it will add this autoplay function. When the web page opens, display an automated text-based error message. We need to show the error message in case the browser is not supporting. I just will copy this message and then go back again to here. You will have here flashback, fallback. It's going to show the message in case the video is not playing. Again, say the browser does not support this video type. I think it's a clear image, a clear message. Let's save it and let's try to run it. Let's open it in a suitable browser like Chrome. Okay. Okay, so far good. Number 5, add appropriate alternate text to both still images. So let's get back again to our images. We have here the first image. We can call it balloon in the sky, and then the next one we can give it a name as, let me take the name from here, Serengeti Balloon Safaris logo, or not logo, it's banner. Okay. Number 6, enter in cell C the text that we have it in this. Oh, sorry. We have to enter this text, not in any specific text. So this web page was created by, and then on a new line, enter your name, center number, and candidate number, and set it as H2. So let's go to cell C, which is on the second line after B. Over here. So just can delete this and paste it, and then when we need to make it into a new line, if you did so, it's not going to make it into a new line. Make sure you're putting, let me press tab like that, make sure you're putting BR means break, is going to make, oh sorry, it got created by itself anyway when I pressed alt and enter, or shift and enter. Okay, so you can just type it by yourself if you would like to. If you don't want to type it, press shift and enter. Can you see? It's created by itself. After that, put your name, center number, and candidate number. Okay, let's just put it. And they say to set it to H2. Set this whole text as H2. Right. Let me just, okay, can see it's already has appeared here. To highlight it, all of it, go to Insert, Heading, select H2. Place in cell D the text from the file over here and set this text as a paragraph style. First of all, let's go to that text. Let's copy everything from here. Let me show it to you. And this was in place D, so before the last. And we need to set it as okay, and the title needs to be in H1. The rest of the body needs to be in paragraph. You can just put PP around, which is P tag around, or you can just go over here and select paragraph. It will be added as P around, and this one we need to set it as H1. We don't need double spacing here. Can you see this BR got created over here? So I'm just going to remove it because H1 is already making it into a new line. Okay. Question number 8, open the style sheet, which is called SPS CSS in an editor. Before that, let's save it. Oh, no, not new. Just save it. And let's open our CSS file. Where supposed to be our file also located inside the folder or no? No, that CSS file is not inside the folder. So we're right so far. Let's go and open it. You can just drag it directly over here. Okay, so what we need to do right now in this CSS file, add a CSS to this style sheet so that your name, center number, candidate number appear as a comment at the start of the style sheet. Make sure it is at the start of the style sheet, so don't make it at the bottom. So to write the comment, you can just type front slash and star and back again star and front slash, or you can just simply, you're confused between HTML or CSS, simply remember this: control on the keyboard, press on the keyboard, control and front slash. It will automatically create it for you. If you're confused in HTML, how should I create it? You can also highlight whatever you want, control and front slash. Can you see? It got converted into, the whole line got converted into a comment. In case you don't remember it, how to write a comment. So write your name, center number, and candidate number. Next one is supposed to be the table is center aligned within the browser window. So let's go right now. And to create a table to make it into the center, we first need to write it as a CSS table. Open the curly brackets and type here. To center the table, we usually use margin right equal margin right equal auto and margin left equal auto as well. This is going to make the table into the center, but right now the CSS is still not linked to this, so it's not going to yet make it. Okay, the next point is we need to, this is done, center aligned already, and all tables element have the space between the borders set to 10 pixels. The spaces between the tables, you can expand them by using a command that is called spacing, yes, spacing or spacing cells. Let me check it. So to do this, we need to put it also inside the table. So go back again to table over here. Spacing, it's called border spacing. And then you can put it over here, which is around 10 pixels. 10 px, okay. Set between borders set to 10 pixels. All table cells have a padding set to 20 pixels. Padding also is located between one cell to another, which is a spacing also, but that's different a bit from this spacing. So we need to set it to 20. This usually applied to the cell, not to the table. You can see here, this will be applied to the table, while this will be applied to the cells of the table. So if you're confused, where should I apply? Read it carefully. You will know it. This is supposed to be in a cell. So to create any criteria or attributes in the cell, first you need to write the cell name, which is TD we use. Open the curly brackets, and we need to use it over here. It needs to be called padding. Padding, so of course, top, bottom, right, and left, but we can use it just generally, and it will apply to all the 4 direction or sides. Okay, styles 1 and 2. So this will apply to both H1 and H2. We need to apply the font to be copper black. If not, we need to make it impact. Otherwise, make it default serif font. Okay. TD, we're done. Let's go to the next one. And we need to this apply to H1 and H2. So type H1, H2. So we need to write down here font family, and first font needs to be copper black. And as long as the font is made up of 2 words or more than 1 word, there is spacing over here. It's going to give some issues while reading this font. So put double quotation or single quotation around it to connect it and make it as one single word. Okay, comma. Impact is the next font, and serif is by default going to be chosen in case none of them is available in computer. Okay, for the next one, H1 and H2 are center aligned, so this also will apply as a second line over here. So text align, supposed to be center. We're done with this. And H1 and H2 have a font color, which is a hexadecimal blue, so it needs to be blue when using hexadecimal, which is 99 in blue rating. There is no red and no green. Okay, that means it's just a blue with 99. To do so, you can type color and then start with the hashtag. It is usually RGB, 2 digits for each letter. So we said red is going to be 0, so no, nothing, so no red, so it's 0, 0. Green is going to be like no green, so 0, 0. For blue, it's going to be 99. So pretty simple. You got the blue color that it just appeared. Style H1 is 18 points and style H2 is 14. Right now we cannot apply this in the same attribute because right now they each have different. So right now you need to go out of here and type H1. It's going to be font size (14), right? No, opposite, which is, yeah, H1 supposed to be larger, which is PT. Be careful, sometimes they will, maybe probably will tell you in pixel, but mostly fonts are in points, so, but pay attention to that point. And the next one will be also H2, and it will be 14 point. Okay, make sure that your style sheet does not contain HTML or scripting language and is as efficient as possible. You can see it's all in CSS. Okay, and save this style sheet in your March 24 folder in a style sheet format, and followed and as this name, followed with your center number, candidate number, and I'm just going to copy this name and save it. Okay, I have already saved it. I'm just going to change the name over here, just rename it and take it to that specific folder they told us to put it in. Okay, great. Last thing they will tell us right now to attach it. Before attaching, take a screenshot to your style sheet and place it in your evidence document. Make sure that the file name and all contents are clearly visible. So let's open it back again. We need to take a screen capture of this. I always put the header or the title visible. Can you see? Here the name, and then go to the evidence here file, paste it, and let's put the name. Depends on the step, so we are in step 8 already. So step evidence. Attach this style sheet to your web page. So I'm going to attach it right now. Go back to your main HTML file, and then on your right side look for the CSS designer. In case you cannot find it again, whatever you cannot find any tab, go and look for them here in window. You're going to find it, click on it, and try to adjust it wherever you prefer. In here, click on this plus sign, attach existing CSS files, and then go to your specific file attach it right now, click on OK. Okay, you will notice correctly that it is attached by seeing first the changes that happen here. Other points that you will see that there is a link over here that got added. Okay, by those points you will know that your CSS have been attached. Another way you can see it also in Dreamweaver that the file has been attached is over here. You will find it under the name HTML, that this is another tab over here which is for the CSS. Even if the CSS is not open, you will be able to move between the HTML file and the CSS file. Save it. Oh, it's already saved. Control S, Control S. Okay. Number 9, save your web page. Take a copy of your HTML source and place it in your evidence document. Take a copy of your HTML source and place it in your evidence document. Okay, and display your web page in a browser. If necessary, resize it so that the entire page can be seen. All text can be easily read, and the address bar is fully visible. Take a screenshot showing your web page in the browser. Place this in your evident document. Okay, that's a screenshot for your source. That's again not a repetition, the same point. No, that's also an evidence document for a screen capture for your website. Okay, right now I need the code right now. First of all, Control A, Control C, and let's get back again over here. That's going to be step 9. So step 9, evidence. So paste it down here. Okay, I'm going to make this as bold. If you prefer, you can make it into a new page. I'm going to go to insert here. I put my cursor here and page break. Still going to the next page. So if you want to adjust it into one, I think it's not going to be possible. So anyway, this is fine. After that, we need to put the screen capture of the website. So here I didn't refresh the website, so Control R to refresh it. Okay, we need to resize it to make it okay. In this way, can you see? I can take a screen capture, but I want to make sure everything is readable. Okay, and that's it. And I'm going to press on Alt and print screen. Go back here and press and paste it, I mean. Okay, here we go. It appeared and it's fully visible. Just one slight correction. Previously, I was wondering why, right, I forgot why the color was not appearing. I just retyped it and it appeared. So the color should be appearing over here as blue. So I corrected over here and here you go. I need to retake the screen capture. Let me save it first here, Control S. Go back again here, Control R and Alt and print the screen. Okay, so just make sure whenever you're going to print it, at least this will be readable, right? Okay. Okay. Let's go for the next point. Save it, we're done. Okay, the last point here, task 4, printing the evidence document. Okay, I think there will be no evidence in the next task. That's why they're asking us to print it right now. So make sure your name, center number, and candidate number appear on every page of the evidence document. Save your evidence document and print your evidence document. So my evidence document should be ready to print out. And that's it. Whenever you have a printer next to you, just go ahead and print it. And see you in the next page. See you in the next task. I will be also making another video in the web expression. So in case you're using a web expression, you can go and check that another video.